Good afternoon, my lovelies, and welcome to an amazingly beautifully sunny and not very cold Saturday afternoon. I hope you're all well. Yes, it is gorgeous this afternoon. It's a proper autumn afternoon. And because my Saturdays are now busy in the mornings, me and Miss Lou have decided that we're going to come out and have a nice stroll through the woods this afternoon. So lovelies, an apology. No, I've not been on for about 4 or 5 days, and yes, I miss my Wild Women Wednesday. The reason being, the last video I did was about tea, and that was last Saturday actually, and I was a bit sniffy and a bit snotty then, but I really didn't feel very well Monday, and I left early on Monday from work, and it just went all downhill from there. I was sweating. I got this horrific cough that every time you coughed it made you sick, you know. I got a sore throat and I just felt awful. I felt absolutely dreadful. Luckily, I mean, yes, I've had it for a week, but the actual, as I call the main event, the actual feeling totally rubbish, lasted for about 4 days, and I got up this morning and I felt so much better. Yes, it still sat on my chest. Yes, I'm still struggling, I'm coughing a little bit as well, but it's cleared up and left, which is great. However, my poor daughter on the other hand, she's picked it up and she's got it worse than I have. Her cough is horrific. I've never known anybody cough so much, to the point where she's burst little blood vessels in her eyes through coughing too much and straining, trying to be sick. Yeah, she's in an absolute right pickle, she is, but she's getting better, she's on the mend, so it's not, you know, she's not, I mean, yesterday I thought I was going to have to take her up the hospital because that's how bad she was, and normally my daughter's very rarely ill, you know, she'll have a cold and she'll just get on with it, but this blindsided her, this put her in bed, poor girl. But yes, we're all okay, but it did get me thinking actually. When we're ill, generally, you know, we take ourselves off to the local chemist and we buy stuff from over the counter. No, normally the local chemist will help us out, you know, or our corner shop sells the basic stuff for, you know, things like cold and flu and things like that. Have you seen this mushroom? Look at the size of that bad boy. Supermarkets sell stuff over the counter as well. You know, and if push comes to shove and you are really feeling that poorly, and if you're lucky, you can get yourself an appointment with your doctor. You can speak to your doctor and he will prescribe you something. But what I thought was, you know, in days of old, when men were bold and ladies wore lovely dresses, excuse me, how did our ancestors know excuse me, what plants they could eat, what plants worked, what plants actually helped you get over an illness, and what plants would kill you if necessary. I mean, nowadays a lot of us know what herbs and what plants we can take, and what herbs and plants and things that we can steer clear of, because it's been passed down through generation and generation. But you know, when our ancestors were living freely, you know, either a nomadic style or had set up camp somewhere in a woodland or wherever, and excuse me, you know, somebody was not feeling too well, picked up a cold or something, or, you know, got tummy trouble, how would they know what plants would work, what plants were safe to eat? I'm sure it was down to trial and error, to be honest with you. You know, people would be like, oh, well, we'll try this one. No, it's not working. We'll try that one. Yes, that one does work. They'll try and remember what it looked like and where it grew. But also then there's like, oh, well, don't eat that one because poor old Fred 3 Ups Down, he ate that and it killed him. Oh, Lou, what are you doing? And it amazes me that you can walk down any hedgerow, country lane, field, and at any particular time of the year you will be able to find herbs, foliage, plants, maybe the odd fungi, mushroom, that would sort a common cold out, that was good for healing wounds, that reduced pain in your head or settled your stomach. And it's a shame that we've actually lost that now. I mean, yes, there are a few excuse me, there are a few folk up and down the country that actually study herbalism and can tell you what you can and cannot use, and can identify the plants that do the trick. But all that is thousands of years of knowledge, thousands of years of trial and error, thousands of years of people, you know, eat this, eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. And I suppose in one way we are quite lucky because of the medical advancements. We haven't got to worry about what we're supposed to be eating, what we're not supposed to be eating, where we're going to find it. But I would think that a lot of the stuff that we have now, you know, has obviously been excuse me, what's the word I'm looking for? Scientifically made and proved to work. Some of it is probably a copy of a remedy from a plant 100 years ago, and a lot of it is just herbal remedies, plant remedies. And yes, we are very lucky that, you know, we've got great medical advancement. I mean, take COVID for instance, you know, yes, okay, for the first 12 months, you know, we've got to work out what it was. Hang on a second, I'm stuck. We've got to work out what it was, what caused it, what would kill it, and then we had to make a vaccine for it, so that if any of us did get it, our body would know what it was, and then our bodies can fight it off. But while you know, great medical leaps and bounds are wonderful, Mother Nature holds an awful lot, and Mother Nature can actually provide us with the things that heal us, make us better, feed us, flavour our food, and it's all just a case of we need to know what it is, where we can find it, and what season it's in, and how to use it. So lovelies, on this absolutely beautiful autumn Saturday afternoon, excuse me, and our little trip round the local woods, we are going to go home now for a cup of tea and maybe something to eat. So lovelies, thank you for bearing with me over the last week while I've been poorly. I hope you all have a very blessed Saturday. Please look after yourselves, lovelies. Please be kind. You don't know what that person's going through that's stood next to you. Please look after one another. And as always, I'm sending you all much love and many blessings.